There is something mysterious and inevitable about the way the light of the chosen ones touches everything around them. This light, invisible to ordinary eyes but deeply felt in the soul, is like a sun piercing through dense clouds, revealing what was hidden in the shadows. It's not just a physical presence but a vibration, a frequency so unique it cannot be ignored. Wherever a chosen one is, their mere existence acts as a mirror, reflecting both the purest and brightest aspects as well as the hidden, repressed, and concealed depths of the souls around them. Their presence is like a flame that, as it shines, exposes every dark corner where shadows reside. When this light touches others, it reveals not only beauty and nobility but also the fears, weaknesses, and insecurities many prefer to avoid. The chosen one, unknowingly and unintentionally, becomes a catalyst, someone who silently and sometimes uncomfortably awakens reactions in those around them. For those ready to face their own shadows, this light is an invitation to transformation. It's a reminder that there is something greater, beauty, hope, and redemption beyond internal chaos. But for those who are not yet prepared, the chosen one's light can feel unsettling, even provoking resistance, attacks, or withdrawal. This happens because the chosen one's light isn't merely light, it is truth. And truth is like a mirror that does not judge, it simply reflects what exists. The light of the chosen one compels those around them to look deeper into themselves, to see what they've ignored, and to confront parts of themselves they'd rather keep hidden. It dissolves masks, disarms defenses, and brings to the surface what needs healing. Often this process is not gentle, it's turbulent and challenging. Resistance arises because confronting the truth demands courage, and not everyone is ready for that. There's profound symbolism in this process. The light of the chosen ones is like a lighthouse guiding those lost in the darkness while also illuminating the turbulent seas, storms, and hidden dangers. The lighthouse does not judge sailors, it simply offers direction. Likewise, the chosen one does not force transformation upon anyone. Their light merely creates the opportunity for transformation to occur. Those who dare to look within themselves, dive into their shadows, and seek healing find in the chosen one a point of reference, a sign that the journey is possible and that light always prevails. Still, not everyone responds the same way. Some feel inspired by the chosen one's light, drawn to their authenticity, serenity, and the peace they carry. They see in the chosen one a reflection of what they aspire to become, a living proof that transcending the world's limitations and connecting with something greater is possible. They approach, seeking guidance, inspiration, or simply the healing energy that naturally emanates from the chosen one. On the other hand, there are those who resist. They're not resisting the chosen one themselves but what the chosen one awakens in them. The light of the chosen one makes their own shadows visible, and this frightens them. They feel discomfort because they realize they are in the presence of someone who not only sees beyond appearances but also challenges them, even without speaking a word. It's a silent yet powerful confrontation that leads them to project their insecurities onto the chosen one. This projection may manifest as criticism, envy, or even disguised attacks under the guise of concern or care. The chosen one must understand that this resistance is not personal. It does not reflect their failure or weakness but rather the transformative impact of their light. They must remember that their mission is not to please everyone but to remain true to their own truth, keep their light shining, and continue walking with purpose. The reactions of others, whether admiration or resistance, should not deter them from their path. Their responsibility is not to control how others respond to their light but to ensure it continues to shine, regardless of the circumstances. There is a quiet beauty in the role of the chosen one. They don't need to speak much, explain themselves, or justify their presence. Their mere existence triggers change. Their light transforms even when it provokes resistance. It plants seeds of awareness that, though invisible at first, begin to grow over time. Often, those who resist their presence today will be the same ones who, in the future, recognize the value of what the chosen one represented. This is the power of the light that illuminates shadows. It creates movement, stirs reflections, and opens doors to spiritual growth. Transformation is not always immediate. It's a process that unfolds in its own time when the soul is ready to embrace it. Therefore, the chosen one must trust this process. They must accept that not everyone is ready for the truth they carry, but their light still has an impact, even when unrecognized or undervalued. The journey of the chosen one requires patience, faith, and resilience. They must learn to balance their light with the wisdom to discern where and when to share it. They need to protect their energy and understand that not all souls are ready for what they bring. But they must also remember that their mission is sacred and that their mere existence, being who they are, is already fulfilling a greater purpose. Their light is a gift, and even if not everyone accepts it, it will continue to shine, transform, and inspire those ready to receive it. The light that illuminates shadows is a silent call to transformation. It does not force, impose, or control. It simply shines patiently, waiting for those ready to find their way to it. And this is how the Chosen One fulfills their mission, not with empty words but with the truth of their very existence. They become living proof that even amidst shadows, light is always possible, and that by choosing to shine, they offer the world an opportunity to transform as well. This is the true beauty of spiritual magnetism. It does not need to be forced, explained, or proven. It simply exists. The Chosen One does not need to do anything other than be who they are, for their light speaks for itself. It touches the hearts that need to be touched, awakens those ready to rise, and creates waves of transformation that echo far beyond the present moment. The Chosen One understands that their frequency is a sacred gift, a reflection of their connection with the divine, and a reminder that their mission is real, necessary, and profoundly significant. The journey of the Chosen Ones is marked by a silent transformation, an awakening that is often unintentional but inevitably leaves its mark wherever they go. Many times, without realizing it, the Chosen Ones become catalysts for the spiritual awakening of others. It is not something forced or planned but a natural consequence of the energy they carry, the truth they live, and the light they radiate. The presence of the Chosen One is like a spark that ignites a forgotten flame in the souls of those around them. They do not need to say anything, teach anything, or convince anyone. Their mere existence, the way they live and walk through the world, inspires questions, provokes reflection, and awakens the search for a greater purpose. This influence occurs involuntarily because the light of the Chosen One cannot be contained. It is like the sun, effortlessly shining, warming, and illuminating everything around it. Those who come into contact with this light feel something change within them. Sometimes it's a simple discomfort that leads them to reflect on their choices, values, or lives. Other times, it's a sense of inspiration, as if the Chosen One were a living reminder that there is more beyond the superficial day-to-day. The Chosen One's light carries a silent message. There is more. There is a purpose. There is a calling waiting for you. This spiritual awakening does not occur solely through words or actions. It is, above all, energetic. The elevated vibration of the Chosen One resonates with the souls of those ready to awaken, even if they are not consciously aware of it. It is as if the Chosen One's light touches a forgotten frequency within these souls, awakening ancient memories, deep desires, and a call that has long lain dormant. They begin to ask, why am I here? What is my purpose? What lies beyond what my eyes can see? These questions, simple as they may seem, are the start of a journey that can transform an entire life. For the Chosen Ones, this role as a catalyst can be both a blessing and a burden. They often do not understand why people around them begin to change, to question themselves, or even to confront them with resistance. Spiritual awakening, though beautiful and transformative, can also be painful. It demands that people confront their shadows, abandon old beliefs, and let go of everything keeping them in a state of stagnation. And often, the Chosen One becomes the target of this resistance, as if they were responsible for the turbulence their presence has caused. The Chosen One must understand that this process is not about them. They are not the cause of the transformation, merely the catalyst. They are the mirror reflecting the dormant potential in those who cross their path. The resistance they face is not directed at them personally but at the change their light provokes. Humans by nature tend to resist the unknown, even when that unknown is their own healing and evolution. Therefore, the Chosen One must learn not to take this resistance personally but to see it as a natural part of the awakening process. On the other hand, the positive impact of the Chosen One is profound and enduring. Even if they do not realize it, their light plants seeds of transformation in those ready to receive it. These seeds may take time to germinate, days, months, or even years, but once planted they cannot be erased. The person touched by the Chosen One's light will never be the same, for something within them has been awakened. They may resist, try to ignore it, but eventually the truth that was revealed will begin to grow, leading them to seek something more meaningful, something that resonates with the essence of their soul. This is the true role of the Chosen One as an agent of transformation. They do not impose change or force anyone to awaken. They simply exist in their truth, allowing their light to do the silent work of inspiring and awakening those ready for it. It is a silent and often solitary mission, yet deeply sacred. The chosen one learns to trust the process, to accept that not everyone is ready to awaken now, and that not everyone will understand the impact they have. But that does not matter. What matters is that they continue walking with faith, knowing that their mere presence is already fulfilling a greater purpose. There is beauty in this involuntary transformation. The chosen one does not need recognition or gratitude, for they understand that spiritual awakening is a gift each person must open for themselves. Their mission is not to reap the fruits but to plant the seeds. They walk in silence, with humility and love, knowing that even in moments when they seem invisible, their light is working, touching souls and illuminating paths. This involuntary awakening is a reminder of the silent power of presence. The chosen one does not need to shout their truth, they simply live it. They do not need to convince anyone, they simply surrender to their calling. And in doing so, they become a beacon for those still lost, a living example that it is possible to live with purpose, peace, and constant connection to the divine. In the end, the chosen one realizes that the transformation they inspire in others is merely a reflection of the transformation they have undergone themselves. They have been broken, shaped, and reborn so they could be a channel for this light. Their journey, with all its battles and victories, becomes the testimony others need to find courage and hope in their own paths. They do not need all the answers, nor all the resources. They only need to be. Because by simply being who they truly are, they are already fulfilling the mission the Creator entrusted to them. And so, the chosen one moves forward, confident that their light, even when not understood, is touching the world in ways they may never see. They plant seeds of transformation with every step, every glance, every word, and even their silence. They are a channel of the divine, an agent of awakening, and through their presence, they remind the world that light always exists, that truth always finds its way, and that awakening, though silent, is the most powerful force there is. Over time, the chosen one learns to embrace their role with humility and wisdom. They understand that not everyone is ready to see the reflection they offer, and that's okay. Their mission isn't to force awakening but to be a point of light, a beacon guiding those prepared to see. They don't carry the weight of others' reactions but keep their heart open to those who approach sincerely. By staying true to their inner light, they fulfill the purpose for which they were called. And so, the chosen one moves forward, knowing their presence, however silent, makes a difference. They are a mirror reflecting both shadow and light, challenging others to see who they truly are. They plant seeds of transformation in every soul they encounter, even if those seeds take time to germinate. Their mission is simple yet powerful, to be the truth they were created to embody and to let their light illuminate the world, one reflection at a time. The journey of the chosen one, though illuminated by a sacred purpose, is often accompanied by a deep sense of isolation and loneliness. This isolation isn't always physical but spiritual, energetic, and emotional. It's as though the chosen one exists in a parallel world, observing everything with eyes that see beyond what others perceive. They notice subtleties, energies, and truths that elude most people. This heightened perception often makes them feel separate, like an island amidst an ocean of noise, illusions, and superficiality. This isolation is no accident. It's an integral part of the chosen one's path, a necessary phase for their spiritual growth and fortification. As they awaken to the light they carry, they naturally distance themselves from anything misaligned with their truth. People, environments, and situations that once were integral to their life now feel discordant, out of sync. They realize they can no longer share their energy with what weakens or diverts them from their purpose. In this process, they often find themselves alone, yet more connected to their true self than ever. This solitude can be painful, especially in moments when the chosen one longs for understanding and genuine connection. They see the world differently from others. While many are ensnared by distractions, illusions, and surface-level patterns, the chosen one seeks something deeper, something real. They carry questions few dare to ask and seek answers many prefer to ignore. This chasm of perception distances them from others, creating a silence that can, at times, be deafening. Yet it is within this silence that the chosen one discovers their greatest power. Isolation, though difficult, is a divine invitation to dive deeper into their own soul. Away from the world's distractions, They learn to hear the divine voice whispering softly in their heart. In silence, they uncover the strength within, receive guiding revelations, and reconnect with the truth of who they are. What once seemed a burden transforms into a sacred refuge, a space where clarity, peace, and guidance reside. This period of solitude also serves as a shield. By withdrawing from the world's noise and heavy energies, the chosen one preserves their light. They learn to protect their energy and discern with whom and what to share their presence. Not everyone is ready for the light they carry, and the chosen one must accept this with wisdom. They understand their mission isn't to be understood by all but to remain true to their essence, even if that means walking alone for a while. This distance fortifies them, teaching them not to rely on external validation or understanding. Their strength comes from within, from their unwavering connection to the divine. Moreover, isolation teaches the chosen one to distinguish loneliness from emptiness. They realize that being alone doesn't mean being empty but being filled with divine presence and the peace that comes from knowing oneself. They discover that solitude can be a blessing, a chance for self-discovery and growth. It's in silence that they reflect, heal the wounds of their soul, and strengthen their spirit. By stepping away from the world, they draw closer to themselves and the Creator. This phase also sharpens their discernment. The chosen one learns to value authentic connections, those that resonate with their essence and elevate their energy. They understand they don't need a crowd around them but only those who respect and align with their journey. They find comfort in shared silences, in meaningful glances, and in the presence of those who require no explanations. Solitude teaches them to be selective, choosing wisely who has access to their energy and heart. Isolation, far from being a punishment, is a process of refinement. It's like the time a diamond spends in the earth's depths, hidden from the world's eyes, shaped by pressure until it's ready to shine. Similarly, the chosen one is prepared in silence, solitude, and introspection. Emerging from this process, they are stronger, wiser, and more aware of their mission. They come to see that solitude was never truly loneliness, for the divine was with them all along, guiding, protecting, and strengthening their light. As the chosen one embraces isolation as part of their journey, they begin to see its beauty. They realize solitude has made them more authentic, resilient, and aligned with their purpose. They learn to walk confidently, even when no one accompanies them. They become a silent warrior, a bearer of light who doesn't need crowds to affirm who they are. They find joy in their own company, peace in their silence, and purpose in their mission. Over time, the chosen one understands that isolation is temporary. As they strengthen their light, they begin to attract other souls vibrating on the same frequency. These are souls who too have faced loneliness, been shaped by silence, and now walk with purpose and wisdom. These connections are sacred, built not on superficialities but on deep spiritual understanding. The chosen one finds their tribe, their soul family, those who share their vision, purpose, and journey. Thus, isolation ceases to be a burden and becomes a reminder of the chosen one's preparation, refinement, and empowerment for something greater. They carry a peace the world cannot take away, a strength shadows cannot shake, and a light that even in the loneliest moments, never stopped shining. The chosen one realizes solitude was part of their preparation and that, even when walking alone, they were never truly alone. The Creator was always with them, whispering to their heart, "I am with you. I always have been." This constant observation, whether driven by admiration or resistance, is a testament to the significance of the chosen one's journey. They must understand that being observed is no coincidence but a natural consequence of their mission. Their presence in the world is not neutral, it is transformative. They carry a heightened vibration that inevitably stirs movement around them. Wherever they go, they create ripples, often without realizing it. Their light illuminates, their energy elevates, and their authenticity challenges. This is why they are noticed even when they wish to remain unseen. Observation, however, can be both a gift and a trial. On one hand, it validates the chosen one's mission, proving they are fulfilling the purpose for which they were called. If they weren't making a difference, if their presence had no impact, no one would notice them. The fact that they are observed, analyzed, or even criticized is evidence that their light is being felt, that they are touching lives and sparking change, even if that change begins as discomfort. On the other hand, being constantly observed can be a burden. The chosen one may feel exposed, vulnerable, and at times misunderstood. They may question why so many people seem intrigued by their life, actions, or words. They might feel as though they carry an invisible weight, a responsibility they never actively sought. The pressure of being seen can lead to moments of doubt when they wonder if they are truly on the right path or capable of sustaining the light they carry. In these moments, the chosen one must turn inward. They must remember that external observation does not define who they are or the value of their mission. They are not here to please or meet everyone's expectations. They are here to fulfill the purpose entrusted to them by the Creator. The opinions, gazes, and criticisms are merely noise along the journey and should not divert them from their truth. They must remain anchored in their faith, in their connection to the divine, and in the certainty that their light, even when misunderstood, is doing exactly what it was meant to do. Additionally, the chosen one must learn to protect their energy. Constant observation can be draining, especially when the gazes carry envy, judgment, or negative projections. They must establish boundaries, both physical and energetic, to stay aligned and centered. Practices like meditation, prayer, and visualization become essential for recharging their strength and shielding themselves from the weight of external energies. They must remember that their mission is sacred and that, to fulfill it, they must prioritize their own well-being. At the same time, the chosen one can view this observation as evidence of their importance. They realize that simply being observed is spiritual validation of their journey. They are not invisible because their light won't allow them to be. They are not ordinary because they have been called to something extraordinary. Every gaze that follows them, whether born of love or resistance, is confirmation that they are fulfilling the role they were designed for. They learn to see observation not as a threat but as a reminder that they are walking the right path, the path of light, truth, and purpose. In the end, the chosen one understands that being observed is part of their calling. They accept it with humility and courage, knowing that their life, journey, and light serve as testimony to the world. They do not seek recognition, but neither do they fear being seen. They simply live their truth, allowing their presence to stand as a silent example of faith, strength, and divine connection. They inspire those who watch with love and challenge those who watch with resistance, planting seeds of transformation in both cases. The chosen one moves forward, aware that their steps are being watched. They walk with confidence, knowing that external observation cannot dim the light within. They embrace their mission with gratitude, understanding that being seen is an opportunity to serve, inspire, and fulfill the purpose for which they were called. They do not hide, for their light was meant to be shared. And even when the gazes are heavy, they remain steadfast, protected by faith, guided by the divine, and sustained by the certainty that their journey, however challenging, has an impact far greater than they can imagine. The mission of the chosen ones transcends words. It is as though the universe itself has molded them in silence so that their actions, presence, and energy carry profound and transformative meaning. When a chosen one enters a space, they do not need to announce their mission or describe their journey. Everything around them begins to respond to the vibration they carry. This silent impact is one of their greatest strengths, revealing the true nature of their mission: to transform without demanding recognition, to illuminate without dimming others' light, and to guide without bearing titles or banners. There is something profoundly sacred about the chosen one's ability to inspire and influence simply by the way they live. It is not through eloquent speeches or a forced attempt to change others. It is through example, authenticity, and the way they handle their own battles. The transformation they spark is like a subtle fragrance, invisible to the eyes yet impossible to ignore. Those who cross paths with a chosen one sense a difference. They may not fully understand what is happening but feel that something within them has shifted. Perhaps they feel calmer, more inspired, or closer to their own truth. The impact of the chosen one is subtle yet powerful, resonating on a spiritual frequency that aligns with the soul. This silent influence carries a significant responsibility. The chosen one realizes that their life is not solely their own. It is a testament, a beacon for others. Every choice, action, and word holds the potential to create waves of transformation in the world. Even when they are not trying, they are teaching. When they face challenges with faith and resilience, they show others that overcoming difficulties is possible. When they live in harmony with their truth, they inspire those who are lost to seek the same authenticity. And when they offer compassion and love, even in the hardest circumstances, they prove that light always triumphs over darkness. This is why the chosen one's mission is silent. True transformation does not occur amidst noise. It happens in silence, in the space between words, where souls meet and truths are revealed. The chosen one understands that who they are speaks louder than what they say. Their actions, however small, carry the vibration of divine light. A smile, a compassionate look, a kind gesture. Each act can be the key someone needed to awaken, to remember who they truly are, and to reconnect with their purpose. Such transformation does not require an audience or applause. The chosen one does not seek recognition because their mission transcends human validation. They are not here to be seen or praised, they are here to serve. They understand that the most meaningful work is often unseen, done in the soul's silence and the heart's stillness. It is the work of uplifting energies, bringing peace to conflict, healing without touch, and inspiring without words. Yet this silent mission can be lonely. The chosen one, on their journey, realizes that not everyone understands the depth of what they carry. There are moments when they feel invisible, as though their impact goes unrecognized. But in these moments, they must remember that their mission is not measured by numbers or applause but by frequency, vibration, and the subtle shifts that occur within souls. A word spoken at the right moment, an act of love, or simply their presence can create ripples that echo far beyond what they can imagine. This invisible impact is like a stone thrown into a lake. At first, it seems like a simple, almost insignificant act, but the ripples that form spread across the entire surface, touching distant places the stone itself could never reach. The chosen one is like that stone. Their impact, though silent, reverberates, touching lives, transforming realities, and planting seeds of light in places once shrouded in darkness. They may not see the immediate results, but that does not matter. They trust that the divine is orchestrating every detail and that their mission is being fulfilled in perfect and sacred ways. The chosen one also learns that this silent mission is an act of humility. They do not carry the light for themselves but to share it with the world. They understand that they are not the source of the light but a channel through which the divine manifests. In this understanding they find peace. They do not need to bear the weight of saving the world or fixing everything that is wrong. Their only task is to remain faithful to the calling that resonates within their soul, to live truthfully, and to let their light shine, even in silence. And gradually, the chosen one realizes that even without words, they are doing exactly what they were meant to do. They are bringing healing to those in need, hope to the lost, and inspiration to those seeking more. Their silent mission is, in truth, a powerful one because it does not impose, force, or dominate. It gently invites, with love and grace, those ready to awaken. In the end, the chosen one understands that their presence is the message. They do not need grand strategies or elaborate speeches. Their life, journey, and silent victories speak louder than words. They are a living reminder that light, even in the simplest moments, has the power to transform. Their mission is silent because it reaches places the world's noise cannot. The heart, the soul, the spirit. And so, they move forward without fanfare or a need for recognition. They walk with purpose, faith, and the certainty that they are fulfilling their divine calling. They are the whisper in the chaos, the calm in the storm, the light that shines even when no one is watching. They do this not to be seen but because it is their nature, a testament to the truth that transformation often happens in silence. By answering their calling, the chosen one finds a sense of purpose that transcends anything the world can offer. They realize they are not here to seek personal glory, material wealth, or external validation. Their reward is the peace that comes from knowing they are fulfilling the mission they were created for. They find joy in serving, in loving, and being an instrument of light. Every person they touch, every life they inspire, and every environment they transform becomes part of their journey, part of the legacy they leave for the world. This mission is greater than the chosen one can comprehend, but they do not need to understand everything. They only need to trust, take one step at a time, and let the divine guide them. When they fully surrender to the calling, doors open, paths are revealed, and resources arrive. They realize they were never alone, even in the darkest moments. The challenges they faced were opportunities in disguise. Their falls prepared them. Their battles strengthened them. Their losses freed them from anything that hindered them from living their truth. The chosen one is called not only to be a light but to inspire others to discover their own light. Their journey is a living testimony that it is possible to transcend limitations, overcome shadows, and live in alignment with something greater. By answering their calling, they become a beacon for those still lost in darkness, a silent guide helping others find their way back to themselves and to the divine. In the end, the chosen one realizes that their mission is eternal. There is no end point, for evolution is continuous, and the impact of their light is infinite. They walk with humility, knowing they are merely an instrument of the Creator, and with the strength of a warrior, confident that their light is unbreakable. They accept their calling with gratitude, courage, and faith, knowing they were chosen for a reason and that their presence in the world serves a sacred purpose. And so they move forward, illuminating the path with every step, fulfilling their mission with love and trust. They do not need the world's recognition, for their soul is already at peace. They do not need applause, for they know they are serving something greater. Their calling is their greatest honor, their light is their greatest weapon, and their journey is the greatest gift they can offer the world. The journey of the chosen one is not a straight line. It is a continuous spiral filled with challenges, lessons, and transformations. As they progress, delving deeper into the calling they carry, they become aware that the journey itself is the purpose. There is no final destination where all is completed, for the path of the chosen is, by nature, an endless evolution. With each milestone overcome, a new level of understanding emerges. With each battle won, new strength is born. And with every internal transformation, their light grows stronger, more capable of touching the world around them. This ongoing journey requires the chosen one to remain in a constant state of growth and readiness. They learn that they cannot rest on past achievements, for the calling that guides them is alive and dynamic. What brought them to this point will not be enough to carry them forward. New challenges will arise, not as punishments but as divine opportunities to strengthen further. Every obstacle is a chance for purification, a moment to refine their light, making it clearer, purer, and more unshakable. The chosen one understands that the universe does not test those without potential. It only delivers challenges to those with the capacity to overcome them. This constant preparation makes the chosen one an eternal student. They never cease to seek knowledge, wisdom, and connection with the divine. They understand that spiritual growth has no end and that there is always more to learn, heal, and transform. Humility becomes one of their greatest virtues, for they recognize that even while carrying a powerful light, they are not its owner. They are merely a channel through which the divine manifests. They walk with their feet firmly on the ground but with their eyes fixed on the heavens, seeking guidance, strength, and purpose with every step. The chosen one also learns that their mission is intrinsically tied to the collective. They realize that their light was not given solely for their own evolution but to illuminate the path for those still lost in darkness. They understand that by elevating themselves, they also elevate the consciousness of the world. Their individual journey becomes part of something much greater, the collective transformation of humanity. Every action they take, every word they speak, and every energy they emit has the power to create ripples that extend far beyond their understanding. They are not just living for themselves. They are planting seeds that will bloom in due time, bringing healing, light, and renewal to the world. This understanding instills in the chosen one a profound sense of responsibility. They know their actions have impact and that their light, if misdirected, can cause confusion or imbalance. Thus, they walk carefully with discernment and pure intention. They strive to live by the highest principles, aligning their thoughts, words, and actions with the divine. They learn that true spiritual leadership does not come from control or imposition but from example, love, and compassion. They lead not through force but through the gentleness of their presence, the peace they carry, and the wisdom they share. Throughout this journey, the chosen one also realizes they are never truly alone. Although they have faced moments of loneliness, challenges, and doubts, they look back and see that at every stage the divine was by their side, silently guiding them. Every battle was accompanied by an invisible strength. Every fall was followed by an outstretched hand lifting them up. Every tear was seen and every prayer was heard. This awareness instills in the chosen one an unwavering faith, a trust that they are protected and supported, even in moments when the path seems dark. The chosen one understands that their journey is an eternal beginning. Every cycle that closes gives rise to another. Every victory achieved creates space for new challenges. And with each step they grow stronger, wiser, and more aligned with their purpose. They do not fear the unknown, for they trust the divine to guide them. They are not shaken by storms, for they believe these clear the way for something greater. They are undeterred by shadows, for they know their light is inextinguishable. And so, the chosen one walks on. They carry the scars of their battles, but these do not weaken them. They serve as reminders of how much they have overcome. They carry the lessons they have learned, the wisdom they have gained, and the faith that has never abandoned them. Their journey is a living testimony that it is possible to transcend limitations, overcome adversities, and live with purpose. They do not seek perfection, for they know perfection lies in the process. They embrace their humanity, their flaws, and their vulnerabilities, for they understand that it is in these very aspects that their strength resides. Ultimately, the chosen one realizes that the journey is not about reaching an external destination but about becoming what they were always meant to be: a channel of light, a warrior of faith, a bearer of love. They understand that the true purpose is not in the final outcome but in how they walk, how they touch lives around them, and how they remain faithful to the voice that called them. Their journey is eternal, and their mission is sacred. As they continue to walk, the chosen one carries a truth in their heart: the light they bear cannot be extinguished. The mission entrusted to them cannot be interrupted. They know that no matter how long or challenging the journey may be, they are exactly where they need to be. Each step, each breath, each moment of silence is an opportunity to serve, to love, to be the reflection of the divine in a world that desperately needs light. The chosen one continues with humility, with courage, and with the certainty that they are fulfilling their purpose. They know their journey does not end here. There is always more to learn, more to give, more to illuminate. They move forward as a beacon, trusting that by living their truth, they are inspiring others to do the same. Their light does not belong to them alone. It belongs to the world, and they were chosen to share it.